Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I'm your host, Darien.
I'm your other host, Landon.
And we are here with a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games, you name it. We got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been? It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Very lonely, I'll be honest with
you. Really?
World War III started, and many things happened while you were gone. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah, for those of you who are like gone, what are you talking about? I know you took a week break, but like, I am back. I was sailing the seven seas. I was exploring new lands. By new lands, I mean Honduras. And
bunch of pot.
No, yeah,
that's what you were exploring.
Honestly, yeah. We are our cruise ship parked at Honduras, and when the doors opened, all that came out was smoke and dreads, and it was
and it was amazing, is what you're trying to say.
It was. I was on a boat for 5 days straight listening to bands that were awesome, like every day.
Really? Were they really though?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Not to mention meeting my favorite band, but that's like a whole other thing.
All my favorites are dead, so I can't.
Dang. Well, Slipknot has a cruise. I know you're probably not a big fan of them, but like, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I like how that's your answer.
I'm back, and here we're here to talk about everything that we've missed. Well, I missed. Landon probably knew about some of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. First off, Fantastic Four casting news. Not names, but good news, I think. Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige are reportedly taking a, quote, thorough approach to casting the Fantastic Four's leading 4 stars. They say they want the cast to perfectly embody the characters, similar to how Robert Downey Jr. did with Tony Stark.
Well, that's good news.
It is good news.
That is good news.
Now, who do you still think that Glenn Howerton
should be?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that'd be great casting, honestly.
Yeah, I guess this is why it's taking so long, because they really want to be thorough with this.
Yeah, because I feel like, we would hear cast years in advance.
Yeah, but now it's like 1 year in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know. I'm gonna be a hot take, but I honestly think Glenn Howerton could totally do it. I think he looks the part. He could totally act the way. He's a good actor because I've seen him in obviously Always Sunny. I saw him in this other one. It was like where he's like a high school professor, and it was really good. I want more. I want more of Glenn Howerton and stuff. So
yeah. Also, speaking of, add this on there, the Marvel Studios is reportedly planning to cast a Jewish actor to play the Thing in the Fantastic Four, so it'll be character accurate. I believe Ben Grimm is Jewish in the comics, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah. So they're being accurate in that area.
Hey, maybe I should volunteer to play him.
Are you Jewish?
No. Well, no.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not. No, that's cool though. I'm into it. I dig it. What was that one guy? What was his name? Because I honestly thought that was actually not a bad choice.
Seth Rogen?
No, that's Seth Rogen. That's the thing. I'm talking about. He was in the Muppets movie. What was his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Didn't he play? Oh, top. But
he was in like Forgetting Sarah Marshall or whatever.
Let's see. Getting Sarah Marshall. Jason Segel, right? Is that his name?
Siegel or Seagal?
Might be Siegel. I don't know. I think Seagal is a different person.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched this movie.
I've never seen it. I heard it has Russell Brand in it.
It has Paul Rudd in it.
Is it really?
Yeah. Jonah Hill.
Yeah, a lot of people are in it. I think that guy who plays Fix-It Felix is in it as well.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Can't remember his name, but I'll check. I think he.
Yeah, that was the rumor for a long time before. Oh gosh, what show was it that he was rumored to show up in? I think it was She-Hulk.
It was She-Hulk. Yeah, I remember.
That was like the big rumor before the show came out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remain the same with who I would like cast. I mean, John Krasinski would be nice, but I mean, if I can't get that, Glenn Howerton would be my second choice.
Yeah.
Um,
and it's weird because I mean I don't know how, because I've heard people say they would like Glenn Howerton, but I've never seen like, I wonder how people would like really feel if that was the choice. And but because we have to just face the fact, no matter who it is,
they're gonna get some. People are not gonna cut some slack.
Yeah. Like I think, if it's Glenn, I'll be happy. I mean, honestly, no matter who it is, I'll be happy.
I mean, you saw how it was with
Well, that makes sense. That's the only thing I can really ask for.
Yeah. You saw how it was with John Krasinski. I thought he did a really good job in the movie.
Yeah,
and he thought he looked the part, but everyone, like even his outfit, I thought it looked good, and everyone trashed on that too.
Well, it's weird because everyone was all for it, but then later,
that's the classic switch up.
That's true. It's true. Some things I could get behind, like I think that what do you call it?
I get him telling Wanda about Black Bolt was that
was kind of
not a good idea, but I mean, I guess you could also call that like it's kind of the same as some like comic book campiness kind of thing. Like it's something they would probably do in a comic, and it was a cool scene. So I mean, I'm happy with.
My the only an argument I saw about that movie, they should have gotten the original guy who played him in like the
Ian Griffith. What? Yeah, Ian Griffith. That was his name.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I could really get behind, because I was like, yeah, cool. I like. I mean, I like John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. Is it? No, I mean, it's probably my favorite thing. It's the favorite casting I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm. And his wife, I mean, if they would cast her as Sue Storm, then I think that would work out.
But I mean, honestly, though, I mean, she said she was into it now. I remember first she wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. She was completely against it, and all of a sudden she was like, you know what? Yeah. She saw how much money her husband brought home, and she was like, okay.
She's been kind of snobby about it or something. Yeah,
until she saw the Marvel money that John Krasinski brought home.
I swear, dude, Gwyneth Paltrow did the same thing. She's not remember it was where the heck's Pepper Potts at? And then it was kind of that whole thing. I swear, man, they had that Marvel money, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oscar worthy, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta move on so we don't spend too much time on that.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about. All right. Venom's Mrs. Chen. They reportedly make a live action cameo in Across the Spider-Verse. The movie is now confirmed by a few leakers, and very reliable ones, Daniel RPK being the most, that it will contain more than one live action scene.
Oh. So I wonder how they're going to do that. I guess, I mean...
I guess the universe, we'll see Miles in live action then, I guess it seems. Or Gwen, or both.
Yeah, Gwen.
Live action Spider-Man 2099.
Man, that dude looks so beast. I wonder if they're gonna I wonder if they're gonna have the actors in the suits, and they're gonna
just have them voicing them as they're not actually there.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna wear the outfits and all that, and have masks on so you can't really see them.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was exciting. That means probably that Tom Holland thing's probably true then.
Yeah. Are they gonna meet my boy Toby? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. That'd be a cool after credit scene. I don't think he'd be in the movie. I mean, it could be.
Because they mentioned Tom. Apparently, is that confirmed? They make a reference to him about the nerdy kid that broke the multiverse or whatever.
Yeah, and they mentioned Doctor Strange too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Not confirmed, but it was part of that same rumor with Tom Holland showing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mrs. Chen, though, is a character that I didn't expect.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, do you think we'll see Eddie Brock, or will it just see Mrs.
No, I doubt it.
Okay.
I'm excited. I have a few months left.
Yeah, I am too.
4. Yeah. That's all I got for that. All right. moving on. America New World Order. You remember in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there was a character who Sam was friends with throughout the whole thing. He was in the army, and his name was Joaquin Torres. In the comics, he becomes the next Falcon after Falcon becomes Captain America.
Yeah.
And we saw on the show that Falcon gave his wings to him and said you can keep them or whatever.
Yeah.
He posted a picture on Instagram the other week showing him he's doing some training for a project he's in. We already knew that he's supposed to be in Captain America. And now news has come out that said that he will officially be suiting up as the new Falcon in Captain America New World Order.
Oh, wow, okay.
So we're going to get Falcon. Now, this version of the Falcon actually has a Falcon that flies with him. So I'm interested to see if they do that or not.
I hope so, because I was kind of, I'll be honest, I mean, the robot thing, I guess, makes sense, like Red Wing, but like, I kind of want a real Falcon, like, to be there.
Yeah.
A bird. They're cool, but I mean, it's no big deal. I get it.
Yeah, but they're doing that. I'm interested. I'm excited. The actor that plays him was also in Top Gun Maverick.
I don't remember.
He was in Danny Ramirez is the actor's name. He was in there. He was one of the other pilots that they flew the mission with.
Oh, okay. I saw that movie once, so I'm sure he was in it. I just don't.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, but I remember it because I was like, "Oh, it's the guy from Falcon Winter Soldier." That's how I don't know. I got an eye for actors like that. I'm like, "Oh, I know him."
Oh my god! It's an actor from a Marvel movie.
Yep.
Their credibility. Besides that,
that's true. But yeah, he'll be suiting up in Captain America next March, a year from this month. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's talk about that. James Gunn did say that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the runtime is going to be longer than the first two movies' runtimes. Guardians 1. Hang on. Guardians of the Galaxy. The runtime for the first one was 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Okay. What's the second one?
The second one was 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Okay. So I guess
this one's probably gonna be 2 hours and 30. It's probably a long movie.
Yeah. All right. I mean, good.
Yeah.
They have to be a conclusion to a lot of characters. So
yeah. I saw some people were hating it towards James Gunn, talking about that him making the High Evolutionary cast as a black guy playing him. They were like being racist about it, saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that" and all this stuff. And I saw he put a response out. This was a week ago. He had put out a response, and he was like, the actor's name I don't remember at the moment, but he was like, he was always our choice for it, and it wasn't some like racist thing. So it was like he basically like dissed the people that were saying that. I think James Gunn's my favorite person on Twitter.
Not Wendy's. You sure? Wendy's. Who said Wendy's? You know, the restaurant.
Wendy's. Oh no, they're up there though.
James Gunn, man, dude, he just like I don't get the hate with James Gunn. Like I will never understand it.
I think almost every movie he's done has been good.
Yeah, I don't understand like the worriness of it. Like, yeah, he's done all this stuff's been comedy. But they act like him doing like one.
But he can do like emotional stuff too. Like, they had some emotional stuff in Suicide Squad. Guardians had all that stuff. Like, he knows how to do family relationships really well. I mean, you think like Yondu and Peter and Ego, and then you got Peacemaker and his dad. Yeah, so that's why everyone's like talking about him and like Superman, and how we're probably going to be seeing the relationship his dad die in the Superman movie. But like James Gunn could do it. James Gunn's writing that movie from a personal place because the movie comes out the same day that his dad died.
It kind of pisses me off. Like they see it's like you get all these like people raving about the Guardians movies, and I mean they got moments and like some. I mean I get, and they have some heartfelt moments in it, especially with 2.
Yeah.
Then you watch, and then you watch what do you call it? Then you watch the Suicide Squad. By the way, it's not the first time James Gunn has done a rated R superhero movie. The first one he's done, Super. I don't know if you've seen that movie. Really good.
Yeah, I haven't, but I've heard it's good.
It's really good.
I found the tweet.
It's like they watched like a couple of scenes of it. Like they didn't watch the movie. I swear they did it. And then like they show like clips of Peacemaker, like making like, you know, very like adult humor jokes and all that, and then they act like, see, this is what James Gunn Superman's gonna be like. I'm like, you need to
watch the rest of that show. There were moments in that show that like made me cry. Like the whole like the thing with him and his brother, and then scene in his Emperor when he was like listening to the music and singing, and he started crying.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing Josie the Pussycat, or not. What was it called?
You were close.
Yeah, he's singing like "In My House of Pain" and all that.
Yeah. I found that tweet, by the way. So the guy said, Instagram user talked about, he said, man, another white guy they made into a black guy. By the way, High Evolutionary, I mean, I don't think he's any race. He's red. But anyway, why couldn't they just leave him white, or I don't know, pick a different minority? How about Asian, or gasp, a Latino? How many Latinos and Asians in MCU? Like total of 5? Or make him an Indian or something, because they don't and won't. That makes them woke. Next time a major character, hero, villain will be trans or homosexual or non-binary, when in the comics they aren't. Sad and pathetic. They're picking based on race and what's PC, and not on acting and what's established. And then James Gunn came in.
Destroyed.
And he said, I chose the best actor, period, and the best person for the role. I don't give a bleep about ethnicity. Chuck Woody Woogie is. So stop with your racist presumptions on why he was chosen. And by the way, he's playing a guy who's almost always purple in color. Okay, purple, I was wrong. And he says, because he's the best actor I've worked with, that's why he has zero to do with race.
Dang, that's how it should be. That's how it should be, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't matter. Just if they're acting chops is what.
Yeah, that's all that should matter.
Yeah. I thought that was a cool thing. He's always clapping back at people. I like it.
I mean, well deserved. It's just stuff that doesn't like that. The hate with James Gunn, I get like back in the day when he was doing like those tweets for like discovering and all that.
Yeah.
Me myself, I found them pretty good. I don't know if did you ever see what they were? Or no?
I've read a few of them. They were alarming, but I don't know like the context. So,
well, I mean, I don't think there's really any context to it. I just think it's very like I very low class type of
humor.
Not, I don't know. Very like I don't know what the right word is, but I don't think there's really any context to it. I think what's there.
Yeah.
But and I was kind of like, ew, but
then that's when Marvel fired him, and then they brought him back. That they unfired Gunn. They unfired. Well, hey, Marvel Studio, unlike Alec Baldwin, Marvel Studios can actually unfire a gun. Yeah. Anyway,
dang, well, it's crazy. And I was kind of thinking about it, and I mean, I was secret to the world that Chris Pratt is like conservative and all that.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying like it's pretty hardcore too. And you know, yeah, if you know conservatives, they don't play around with that stuff. And I'm not saying like you know, other side of the spectrum doesn't or anything like that. I'm just saying like that's just how it is. You know, that's how it usually is. But I mean, if Chris Pratt's willing to like, I mean, dude, he was like willing to quit. Him and David.
Most of the cast were, a lot of the cast were saying they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, like almost all of them, right?
Yeah, I bet Disney's happy they brought him back because he helped. He wouldn't have been there to direct the Guardians stuff for Infinity War.
Yeah, no,
and Guardians 2, he wouldn't have done the holiday special, which.
And, I mean, you know, like look, we all had. I mean, literally. And it wasn't even like it was a different time type of thing either. I mean, I don't think jokes like that were even really acceptable back then. But I mean, you know, I was just like, made a mistake. You know, we've all. I mean, I was kind of thinking like, how many actors have stuff hidden in their closet? That's probably way 1,000.
I mean, there was an actor in the Flash show. He played the Elongated Man, which is like kind of like Plastic Man, but.
Yeah.
Not. And he was a really good. I liked him in the show. So apparently, a lot of people thought he was annoying, but I liked him. He was funny. And then he got some tweets, some old tweet, like racist tweets or something, brought up from him, and he got fired, and they've never brought him back.
Yeah.
I mean, his character came back, but it was always an excuse like, oh, something's messed up with his powers, so his face is all deformed and you can't recognize him. Or sometimes he's got like this suit on and it's like muffling his voice. I'm like, stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's what was going on with these wrestlers. I can't remember their names, but like one of the brothers said like something, very kind of, it was like some type of little like racist comment.
Mm-hmm.
And like they wouldn't like let them. They like Warner Brothers like wouldn't let them wrestle together on AEW, even though it was like Tony Khan was trying to do it. They wouldn't let him, and then finally one of the brother that said the tweet like died in a car accident, like taking his daughter to like school, and like him and two of his daughters died in the crash. Everyone was like upset about it because they wanted those two brothers to like wrestle together again. But WWE wouldn't let them, and they finally like got the brother on there. They paid tribute and all that. I'm like, yeah, like learn to forgive. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't something terrible, obviously, but
yeah.
But that's my soapbox for the podcast.
Got it.
My whole tangent.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So
Shut up, Landon.
Honestly, no, I'm kidding. Next one is actually a good piece of news here. James Spader will reportedly return as Ultron in Marvel Studios' Armor Wars.
That's good to hear.
We're finally getting some more Ultron. See, but I'm confused because I thought the last remnant of Ultron was destroyed with that one robot that Vision killed. Well, we think he killed him. Right? Did it never show it?
Yeah. Well, it shows Vision killing him.
Okay, I guess it did. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. But the rumor I read is that Damage Control are going to be a big, like the company that are like now, they were the one that owned that prison in She-Hulk, and it was also Miss Marvel at one point. Rumors that they're going to be the ones that they're going to find some old tech and revive the Ultron AI and kind of like release it again. They're going to be kind of the behind the scenes villains of the Armor Wars.
I wonder why they have the intent of doing it. I guess use it for them, their benefit.
I guess. And then you obviously have War Machine putting together the West Coast Avengers, I assume. Which I'm guessing Wonder Man might be a part of that. Because I'm pretty sure he's part of that team.
Yeah.
And White Vision, maybe.
I don't know much about the West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, just like, Hawkeye was a member of it at one point.
I know White Vision is. Scarlet Witch.
They might make, if Hawkeye's a member of it most of the time in the comics, which he is, there's two Hawkeyes technically right now in the MCU. So, Kate or Clint could go onto that team and the other one go onto the normal Avengers. Pretty sure Kate would be the one to go onto that team.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited. I'd love to see some more Ultron. I think James Spader did a really good job.
I like it. Ultron could have been done better in the movie. Yeah. The voice they got from him was like perfect.
Yeah.
Like all the lines he said, they were like, all like, like there's
strings on me.
I was like, dang, dude. Like, dude, I was watching it. I think that might be like my favorite Marvel trailer ever.
That was a good trailer.
Nostalgic, because I used to watch that trailer on freaking.
My favorite Marvel trailer is the special look trailer for Avengers Endgame.
Which one was that?
It's the one where it has it's where it ends with the, and where did that lead you? Back to me, and it shows the three walking up to him, and then.
Oh, that one.
That was like my favorite trailer.
But it was crazy. It's I was sitting there, I was all watching I don't know, dude. That trailer just that Age of Ultron trailer just does it for me.
It was a good trailer.
Because I'm sitting there, you have the Pinocchio song, I Have No Strings on Me.
Mm-hmm.
And then along with that you have cool lines and feels like the Avengers are gonna die. I was serious as a kid. I'm like, holy crap, they're gonna only make 2 Avengers movies. And Captain America, you see the Cap shield breaking and all that. I'm like, oh my god.
You say that, and then in 2019, I was like, oh my god, they're only gonna make 4 Avengers movies, and they're all gonna.
I know, right? I mean, it happened every time. I'll still convince myself, like, dude, this has been the last Avengers movie. We're only gonna make 2 Avengers movies, and Cap's gonna die in the second.
That's what I thought with Iron Man. I'm like, oh my god, Iron Man's going into space. They're gonna kill him in the first Avengers movie. He didn't fall through the portal. And then the second one, I was like, oh my god, this robot's gonna kill Iron Man. Only in 2 movies. The third one, I'm like, oh my god, he stabbed Iron Man. He's gonna die. The fourth one, I'm like, oh my god, Iron Man actually died. Jesus Christ.
Hey, it ain't impossible though. Freaking Zack Snyder, the Jesus himself, Zack Snyder, killed Superman in the second movie.
That's true. That's true.
No, it ain't impossible.
Jesus. All right, still got a lot more to talk about. I want to move on, but yes, James Spader, Armor Wars. I'm excited. Ready for that movie. Daredevil Born Again has officially begun filming. Here's where the bulk of that news starts. We got a lot to talk about. First, starting off with the biggest one, Jon Bernthal is officially set to return as the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again. Yes, I'm so happy. I saw this the day before my cruise. It was like the highlight of my day. And then I saw the news that came after it, and I was like, oh. I think you know what news I'm talking about. We'll talk about it in a minute. Yeah. Punisher. Finally get Punisher in the MCU. Jon Bernthal.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear, honestly.
I really liked his show on Netflix.
I did too. I know some people didn't like it, but I really liked it.
Yeah, I think I had watched it before I watched Daredevil, though. So I didn't really know where it came from, but watching Daredevil was cool to.
It was a good show. I mean, there's something.
I also never finished Daredevil. I never watched the last season.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why. I just never did.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say that's an L, but I did the same thing, so I don't know what I'm making fun of you for. It's not. I just stopped. I mean, I do the same like with Better Call Saul. I blew it. Finals. I was binging that entire show. Bought it with my hard-earned money, $40 for the final season because it wasn't on Netflix. Got it in like 4K, and then like literally just I got halfway through the final season and I just stopped. Yeah, so
there's no. Yeah, the second piece of news, the yin to the yang of the Punisher, is that Daredevil stars Deborah Ann Woll and Eldon Henson are reportedly not expected to return as Karen and Foggy in the Daredevil Born Again show. Now, I've heard 2 different sides to this. I've heard one that it's because they're recasting them, and I heard another that's because it's plot related. And one of the leakers said something about like there's a specific plot reason for why they're not there, and then in quotes he put, "You'll do anything to protect the ones you love," or something like that. So I'm wondering if he's like he's still in New York.
Yeah,
I don't know. Apparently they're not there, but he refers to his company as Us in She-Hulk, Nelson and Murdoch.
Yeah. You cannot have not Nelson and Murdoch.
Yeah, I don't know. So apparently they're not there, but then again, this could not be true. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like we would.
I don't know how.
You would have heard it by now if it was not true.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like Foggy is a Karen. You don't really need Karen, but I mean, Foggy's like a big part.
Yeah, of the whole
Daredevil in general.
Yeah,
I mean, can you tell a story about Daredevil without Foggy? I mean, yeah, it's gonna be risky, but you could do it.
I mean, like the relationship they have is just so dang strong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like. I mean, would it really be?
And I mean, who's to say right now, though? I mean, they're filming the first 6 episodes right now. It's 18 episodes, so it'd be split into 3 6-episode parts. There could be the chance that they're just not going to be in the first 6 episodes, and so they're not listed on the casting thing. But then, I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, I guess only time will tell, really, though. But we got a lot more news of Daredevil here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very happy though that the Punisher's coming back. I'm also bummed that maybe no Foggy.
I mean, I'm sure there's a good reason why, because I just think that's such a big missing part of Daredevil.
Yeah.
That is a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Here we go. What if season 2 is rumored now to be aiming to come out in the first quarter of 2024. That's so good. Beginning of next year, about this time next year, we'll be getting What If Season 2. I have more information on What If Season 2 here in a little bit. Like I said, I've been saying for like everything. So there's a lot of news this week.
Yeah, a lot of news.
Still on the animation spectrum, Spider-Man Freshman Year is still happening and is rumored to be premiering in late 2024.
That's good.
Is it though?
Because, you know,
I don't think we're getting the second season of this show.
I don't think so either. Like, Lord, I mean, how is this show not dead yet?
I don't know. I guess they probably already worked on getting everything going for it, so they have to still release it.
Yeah.
Unless they want to be like Warner Brothers and write it off for tax purposes.
They could. Right? That's an idea, Bob.
Bob Iger.
Bob Iger.
Late 2024 for freshman year. More Daredevil news. Vanessa Fisk has officially been cast in Daredevil Born Again. She will not be played by the actress that played her in the show on Netflix. She's instead going to be played by Sandrine Holt. Now, I recognize this actress. A picture of her, but I don't know what she's played in. Let me see. Movies. She was in a movie with Norman Reedus.
Okay.
Trying to see what she's been in. She's been in a movie called Pocahontas: The Legend. That was in 1995. She's been in Resident Evil Apocalypse 2004. The movie Air is the one with Norman Reedus. See, Starship Troopers 2, Underworld Awakening.
I know some people were really mad about this.
She was in Mr. Robot, the show with Rami Malek. Okay, so I've seen her. What is she from? She played somebody in something recently. Oh my gosh, I'm literally like looking at her face and I see it like, God, what was she in? She's in that Mayor of Kingstown show with what's his name? Oh, she's in Better Call Saul for 3 episodes.
Huh. What were those 3 episodes?
I don't know. She played Cheryl Hamlin.
Cheryl. I guess for the law. Okay.
She's in a lot of cop shows. A lot of cop shows. And the X-Files. She was in that for an episode. I know. I recognize her on this picture, but maybe I'm wrong. But she's now playing Vanessa Fisk.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Next up, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guest actor Michael Gaston has joined the cast of Daredevil Born Again, playing a new character, not the one from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know who Michael Gaston is either. I don't know anything, apparently. Yeah. Michael Gaston was in the movie Spencer Confidential. That was on Netflix. That had Winston. I think it had Winston Duke in it.
Oh, okay.
And Mark Wahlberg. And a movie called Double Jeopardy. A lot of some cop shows. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Show with John Krasinski on Amazon.
Yeah.
The Sopranos.
Sorry, this thought just occurred to me. Do you have any news about Lawrence Fishburne wanting to be in an MCU?
I didn't put that down because I thought it wasn't big enough, but that was funny. He was like, I'm a huge fan of the MCU. He was like, I'd love to do what they're doing, but I think they have their own like thing going or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you're in it.
I'm gonna break up your flow there, but the thought occurred to me. I was like, I wonder if he wrote that down.
I did not,
because I thought it was hilarious. That's yeah, dude. Ant-Man and the Wasp was so dang boring. And forgettable. He forgot that he was in that movie. Like
He himself forgot.
Like he didn't play Ghost. He was like her father, and it was like such a too.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's funny. Okay, we got more Daredevil news here. We got a director for the very first episode, the pilot episode. They have hired the director of Dexter, Michael Cuesta, to direct Daredevil Born Again's first episode.
I heard that show is like really good.
Oh, we'll get the director of that. Oh, this guy's he's worked with. Let's see, he's done a lot of serious looking stuff. I mean, look, he's worked with Jeremy Renner. It looks like. See what else he's done. He's worked in a movie with Jeremy Renner called Kill the Messenger. He's worked on Dexter, a movie called American Assassin with Michael Keaton. Okay. A movie called Telltale, Roadie, 12 and Holding, Lie. I don't see anything else other than that. He hasn't done many movies, but the ones he has done have a lot of big actors in them. Okay. But he will be directing the very first episode. He's done a lot of TV. That's why. All right. I wonder if he's done anything for either Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Let's see. Might be able to. He is not. Wait. Yeah, no, never mind. I did see that. This is like completely off topic, but The Office, one of my favorite episodes of that was directed by Bryan Cranston.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What episode was that?
It's called The Work Bus, and they like all go to like in like this like bus to work for the day, and they're like driving down the road, and it's like some of the funniest scenes. And
oh my god! I remember that episode. Yeah, okay,
that was directed by Bryan Cranston. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I found out just before we started recording. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, he was producer and director known for those movies, and he did Dexter. He did a lot of shows. He's done a lot of TV shows. Blue Bloods, a show I've heard of. Yeah, but he will be directing the first episode of Daredevil Born Again.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's good to hear. I'm glad.
Yeah, and we know the writers of the show. They've gotten a bunch of lawyers on the writing team. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. All right. El Muerto is very, in quotes, very unlikely to meet its January 12th, 2024 release date.
Oh, no, and I was really, really looking forward to it.
I know, weren't we both? I think this movie's going to get banned. I don't think.
You mean cancel?
Well, it's the same thing. If something gets canned, it means it's over. It's gone.
Well, no. Banned means
not banned. I said canned.
Oh, I said banned. I was like, that's two completely different things.
No, canned. It's gonna get canned with a C. C for I don't know. Kevin Feige. Yeah, that's okay.
C for contaminated garbage. That's what it is.
Yeah, aka Thor: Love and Thunder.
That would be so. I'll be honest. I was kind of sitting at home the other day.
Uh-oh.
I realized something. So yeah, what I realized was, ain't that much of a shock because I said it in the review. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania sucks. Really bad. I don't know. It's just that I don't know. I was at a friend's house and we were talking about it, and I was like, "Dude, this movie sucks." And I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I thought what you were going to say was going to be something about like Thor: Love and Thunder, because that's what we were talking about.
Oh, you thought I was going to say I liked it?
No, I thought you were going to say something. Be like, I think you were going to say something like I was too harsh on it. I was going to have like this huge reaction.
Dude, my girlfriend fell asleep in the theater watching it, and it just was not good at all.
Kevin Smith fell asleep in the theater watching it.
Did he really?
Yeah, but he did that with a lot of it. He did that with what's that big movie that came out? He did that with oh my god, am I forgetting the name of this freaking movie? Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
But he said it was because he was just really tired. He'd been working all day. He said he got in there and it was dark and he reclined back and he just fell asleep.
Yeah, what was the case with Ant-Man?
I think he also said he was really tired because he had traveled all the way from New Jersey back to California that day. Or not that day. He just got back from traveling. And he went and watched it. And he said he was super tired. He fell asleep. Twice. He couldn't remember the end of the movie, but he said the one thing he did like was MODOK, and apparently a lot of people thought MODOK was funny in his theater.
Yeah. I don't remember people really giving a reaction to MODOK and ours.
I did. Just because he opened his mask, I was like, oh my god.
I was like, yeah, that's the leaks, all right.
There's an aversion to my eyes. I love it.
Surprise.
No, but him and I think MODOK, like we talked about it, so I'm not going to go depth. MODOK and Kang are the two things that were the highlight of the movie for me. I mean, acting was good for the most part for some of them. I mean, I would have liked. I did hear Kevin Smith say this, and I agreed with him. I would have liked it if Cassie, Catherine Newton, had more had more than just one word in the whole movie.
Yeah.
One word she says that the whole movie is Dad.
Dad.
Jesus Christ! Like when he said that, I was like, she did really say that a lot.
It was honestly. I mean, I feel like she didn't she was kind of just boring. I didn't mention that in the review. I just only thing we just said she was okay, but she was really boring. But I don't think that's what the actress fault. I just think that's what they gave her. You know,
more boring than Wasp.
I feel like there was a big development hell going on with that movie.
Well, the movie was filmed during COVID.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe it has something to do with it, but I feel like there's a bunch of. I mean, they said it was a bunch of just script changes, just out of nowhere.
Well, they said there was that was for Blade. They said that they just reshot stuff for the movie. So reshoots for the ending, and they changed the ending, but they said that was about it.
Interesting.
Anyway, this isn't an Ant-Man review. This is other stuff. Speaking of other two movies that come out this year, the Marvels and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 got test screenings. The Marvels was reported that it had positive test screenings. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was reported that it had very positive test screenings.
big difference there. I heard that test screen. Oh no, never mind. That was a while back. It's for Aquaman or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened with the? Oh yeah, I forgot to send it to you with Evil Dead Rise or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy just I was like, this movie sucks.
Yeah, I was looking up some stuff about the Marvel's test screening. They said someone said I've heard nothing negative around this production. This is some Casey Walsh, who is I think a leaker. He said the movie has gotten more positive praise from tests than most other MCU films this year. This person said, not even sure where that came from or why. Everything I heard about Marvels has been very positive and glowing, including the production aspect. So apparently it went through some good stuff on the production side.
I'm kind of hyped for the movie, to be honest. I
don't know about hyped. I need a trailer first.
Well, I shouldn't say hyped, but I really like Monica, and I like
okay, hear this real quick. Grace Randolph tweeted, or she said that the Marvels was delayed to November because of poor test screenings. But then a week later, the news came out that I had really positive test screenings, and she said nothing about it since.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Grace Randolph with.
No, she lied. She's already lied a few times.
Didn't she say the whole Batman thing?
Yeah. And that was a lie. James Gunn debunked that himself.
Yeah, do it right in her thread.
Yeah, I think so.
Directly in her thing, yeah. So,
and then Guardians, like I said, that had apparently very positive test screenings. I think Guardians is going to be the best Marvel movie this year, or maybe Spider-Verse, but those two are going to be neck and neck.
Yeah. I'd say Spider-Verse probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Spider-Verse. I don't know.
See,
I don't know. They're both gonna be great. I can't pick one. I mean, if I had to say, maybe Spider-Verse, but it's a really close one. I love it. I think I'm gonna get more. I think this movie. I think Guardians gonna get more of a tier out of me.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I agree. There's more hype aspect behind Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'm not like hype for the movie in general, but like hype like for stuff that like will happen in the movie.
I'm
not hyped to see Rocket Raccoon die.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
Drax or whoever else dies.
Everyone does.
At this point.
Yeah. Well, here,
let's see.
Just say everyone's gonna die, so that way who doesn't die, they won't feel so bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. I got What If Season 2 information. We had talked about last time, I think it was last time, that What If Season 2 is going to feature very first original superhero to the MCU. Her name is okay. I struggled to pronounce it last time. I'm struggling to pronounce it now. Ori? I think. I don't know. We had talked about her and we had discussed how we were trying to figure out if this is the first time they ever made an original character for like an original hero for the movies.
Yeah.
Well, now we have the synopsis for her episode.
Okay.
So what it's going to be about. It's what if the Tesseract fell to Earth? This isn't like the title of the episode, but this is what it'll be about. What if the Tesseract fell to Earth and landed in the sovereign Haudenosaunee Confederacy before the colonization of America?
Oh, so way before time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess time still existed. But
before. Yeah. So this is gonna be like an Indian tribe, and the Tesseract falls there. So this is gonna be an episode about that.
That's cool.
So there's a synopsis for that. That's all we know, though. We have some more. Well, no, we don't actually. I thought we did. Never mind. That's all we have for What If. Next up is what I'm excited for. English. Rama Tut is reportedly involved as the villain in Moon Knight season 2. Jesus, I struggled to get to that one.
Oh, did we all?
Yeah, we well, okay. Let me talk. This is what I wanted, and I thought it was the most obvious choice, but apparently everyone on Twitter didn't think that. Yeah. Everyone thought that Rama Tut would be Fantastic Four, and I'm like, well, no. I mean, Rama Tut makes sense to be in Moon Knight season 2. You have Kang. You have another way for Kang to show up, and I mean, Stephen Grant is really smart about all this Egyptian stuff. He would know Rama Tut, or maybe he wouldn't know Rama Tut or something. I don't know how they'll do that, but I mean, I feel like that ties in nice.
Yeah,
it was obvious, but
yeah. Apparently. Well, I had my doubts, but it's not because of like, oh, it doesn't make sense. It's just, are they going to do it that early? But I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. I guess this would be a good time to pull up that screenshot, talk about the Kang stuff. Here we go. Yeah, so Kang is going to be involved in Moon Knight season 2. Yeah, Rama Tut. At least 8 Kang variants are going to be main characters in upcoming projects.
Oh,
wow. Their version of Centurion, which is one of the Kang variants, is going to be different from the comics. And Kang may not be the main villain in every project he's in.
Well, that's good.
So he'll probably be there, but he won't be a villain.
Mm.
I'm guessing kind of like Loki season 2 right now. We got Victor Timely showing up, which the rumor behind him is that Victor Timely is the guy with the mustache and the big hair. That's Kang from Ant-Man.
Oh, really?
Because in the comics, Kang the Conqueror gets sent back in time, and he disguises himself as Victor Timely. And so I think that's what's going on in this. Because remember, I mean, in Ant-Man, Kang got thrown into that time thing or whatever, and they got sucked into time. So maybe he got thrown where Loki and them find him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's possible. Very much so.
Yeah, so there's your... so we get that version of Kang, plus probably more, I think, in this season. But yeah. A lot of Kang. Like I said, we're going to get sick of him. We're seeing so much.
Yeah, and that's what I'm a bit nervous about because I mean, as big as the character is Kang, I don't want to get sick of him. But you know, what I'm saying I hope they use them. Like at least hope whenever they use them, it's good.
Well, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different each time. It's Jonathan Majors. So.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors can act.
Yeah.
So, you know, and Kang was the best part of that awful movie. So, you know, I'm sure it won't be too bad.
Okay, got something else here. Speaking of Loki related things, it's actually got me kind of excited. Avengers Secret Wars writer, who also wrote Loki and Multiverse of Madness, Michael Walzer, has reportedly renewed his overall deal with Marvel Studios. Meaning he's going to be writing some more stuff.
I heard people were like really mad about that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought, he wrote Loki, and Loki was very good. He wrote Multiverse of Madness. I mean, say what you will about the movie, but I don't think it wasn't like the story wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I just saw people were like really upset about it. I don't know why.
I think I don't know what he would write after. If they improved the overall deal of something after Secret Wars, then.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If all this is going on with these delays, supposedly, which are supposed to be announced at Comic-Con this year, all the new dates.
I saw on, I don't know if it's on your thing, but on the Disney website, Deadpool's labeled.
They made almost every project that was listed on there as coming soon instead of having a year because they're about to delay everything. And there's the news out now with Secret Wars being split, which we'll talk more in depth. I had a part at the end of this, but I guess we really don't have to. Secret Wars is split into 2 parts, and that could be part of his deal also.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of just like they're pushing stuff back and helping out. I think the Secret Wars thing is a smart thing because then they can focus on like the story parts that they need to instead of it having being like this overwhelming mess of character arcs.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're about to get. I know Deadpool's getting delayed probably, but
I don't want to hear.
Loki we talked about that. It got pushed back to August. Gosh, I don't think anything else is getting delayed this year. Secret Invasion's good this year still. Ironheart's rumored to actually come out this year. X-Men 97 is also happening this year, but that's in December, I think.
Yeah.
Which isn't like a big thing. It's kind of its own side thing. But yeah. Well, more stuff. Another thing that's probably going to get delayed, but it starts filming this year. Which, if it does get delayed, the filming dates are staying when they're going to start filming. Because because they'll have all that time to film and then work on it. And that goes with the whole quality thing. That's why they did that with what movie? They just did something. Was it the Marvels? I think they gave it more time in post-production.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works out. Marvels will be the first one to we'll see how that worked out. But Thunderbolts is now expected to start filming on June 12th.
Oh, okay.
Not too long. Captain America: New World Order also starts filming in June, and they're set to film in Washington D.C. in June. So I guess we might get some Harrison Ford set photo. I don't know. He's the president. No.
I swear we get like 20 set photos of the Penguin, but I want to bet not one.
Not a single. Well, Marvel's cracking down on their leaks and stuff. You saw the whole thing with the Reddit guy?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
they catch him?
No, but they're apparently they are. I read that they are hunting for him vigorously. Whoever leaked the script for Ant-Man.
Dang, Kevin don't play, man.
No, they're tired of it. They changed the thing now where test screenings aren't allowed to. They're not allowed to be family members and stuff. They can only be like a selective, like a randomly selected group of people. And it's like, and they have to turn in their phones and they have to sign a bunch of stuff and like it's okay. It's this whole thing.
Yeah.
And they have and now scripts apparently are locked on they get digital scripts now and they're locked and they have to ask for a new code each time from a certain person.
Wow.
And then so now that person will know if the script gets leaked, the script will have the code on the top of it, and so they'll be able to see that and know exactly who leaked it. They're playing.
Dude, and you know the crazy part about all that?
What?
They'll still get leaked.
It probably will.
It still will for somehow by some Lord knows why it still will.
No, I mean they're obviously going to have the leaks for like talks behind the scenes about that's how we get information and stuff. Well, I think this will also kind of give us less news in general.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna act like I'm okay with it, but like, this is a big week.
It is. Yeah.
So I don't know.
We wouldn't have to deal with big weeks like this anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
The one thing I do want leaks for is this: that Marvel Studios is reportedly developing a Mephisto special presentation starring Sacha Baron Cohen, and they are filming it right now.
King Julian.
Yep. King Julian is Mephisto.
As Mephisto. Oh my god, everybody's losing their minds right now.
They are. I saw Eric Voss's tweet.
Oh god, what
he was a GIF, and he was like, he's excited. Yeah, if they're filming it right now, it'll be out this Halloween, probably.
That's awesome.
We can see Mephisto.
Mephisto. That's cool. I'm excited about it. That's gonna be good. I kind of want Man Thing though.
It's good casting. Well, we'll see. He'll come back.
Yeah.
We don't know. No. Ted. Yeah. Yeah, but Sacha Baron Cohen, I think it's good casting.
Yeah, I think so too. He looks just like him.
He does. I think he'll do the part well.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what story it'll be. It'll be a story about Devil, Marvel's Devil.
Just Marvel's Devil, just chill.
I don't know what it would be like. Maybe he's trying to maybe we get to see him and maybe where he's been throughout all of the MCU. Maybe he's been it's been Agatha. Instead of Agatha all along, it's been Mephisto all along.
Yeah. Hey, who knows?
I don't know.
I think
or maybe Doctor Strange. It'd be cool if Doctor Strange. Well, Ghost Rider. Hold on. We knew Ghost Rider was supposed to be something with a special presentation this year. Mephisto's the one who gave Ghost Rider his powers.
Yeah.
There you go. Ghost Rider show up in this.
Hey, it actually be like the reveal at the end. Finds
That'd be
Johnny
awesome.
Blaze.
That'd be so cool.
I wonder. It's something I wonder. You think we'll see some villains in hell? Hey, I mean, how many of them die? I mean,
that's true. A lot do die.
Yeah, all of them.
And the Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin. We'll see him.
Well,
no, he kind of made up.
It's that one dude from Iron Man 3.
Oh, hey, you think I remember his name? I can't remember.
Killian, something.
Killian. I don't know.
I almost said Cillian Murphy, but that's a different dude. That's an actor.
Yeah, that don't sound right. It's I don't know.
I thought it was Killian's. I don't know. He shot fire out of his mouth. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Probably him.
He's talking about them on a rooftop with a box of scraps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave. A box of scraps.
The dude knows what's going on. Yeah, I forget. You don't get that reference.
I do get that reference. It's freaking Big Lebowski.
Oh my god, you know that movie?
Yes. That's why I laughed so hard at the Endgame jokes when he was when Tony Stark was you're straying left there, Lebowski. Or that's what he said, right? Yeah, Lebowski.
He said, does he call him Lebowski?
He calls him Lebowski. Because it was a joke, because me and my uncle both cracked up.
I remember the joke, but does he call him?
Calls him, it was Lebowski. Yeah, he said, you're straying left there, Lebowski. This is what he says. Yeah.
He does say that. Okay, I can't remember. I thought I remembered him saying something else.
Which is meta, because freaking
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe you are taking film school. I just thought you were lying to me.
Yeah, sure. I'm lying to you about what I've been doing every week.
Yeah. Just lying.
Ryan Coogler is developing an animated Wakanda-focused Disney Plus series that's going by the title, a working title. We don't know if it's the real title at the moment, called The Golden City, which is the capital of Wakanda. So I don't know what this is. This is one of a few. Not a few. It could be just a couple, but one of the projects that are happening about Wakanda. We know Okoye might be getting her own show based off what happened at the end of Black Panther 2. But this is getting an animated Wakanda show. This is not what I expected. If Ryan Coogler's writing it, then I'm there for it. Then I'll watch it.
I am too.
But yeah, there's something small. We don't know anything about it other than it's happening.
Yeah.
We do know more stuff now about another project. We got a synopsis for X-Men 97.
So that show ain't dead either. They ain't get like 4 seasons.
Yeah, and the first season comes out this fall.
Where's my trailer?
Yes, well, hey, at this point, we might as well.
In fact, where's my Spider-Man 2 trailer?
We'll talk about that later.
We better.
Now I got to find the X-Men. Here it is. All right, this is the official synopsis for X-Men 97. Storm. Okay, this is from Marvel Unlimited. They had it on there for an X-Men 60 Uncanny Years. It's like a celebration. They put it. Storm and Wolverine tried to continue the X-Men. Magneto comes in and wants to step up for Charles Xavier. Mr. Sinister comes in to try to end the X-Men once and for all. The series will be picking up several months after Xavier left to space with Lilandra to heal. Some characters like Jean and Scott or Rogue and Gambit have thought maybe they can live the life that they've been fighting for. And it takes place only I think it said a few months after the first show ended.
I'm so interested because I've never finished. I've never seen the whole series.
Yeah,
I need to. It's weird because I haven't seen probably the best X-Men show, but I've seen all the episodes of X-Men Unlimited.
Wow.
So I don't know how and what's wrong with me. So
Captain America shows up in the last season of X-Men animated series.
I've seen the whole series of Spider-Man. That's interesting because you have a bunch of people show up in that, and I think there's an episode. I can't remember if it was an X-Men episode or a Spider-Man episode, but it was apparently a backdoor pilot for a Captain America animated series they're going to make.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, because they ended up making his thing is Iron Man ended up getting one after the Spider-Man show.
It might have been X-Men because Captain America has a whole one episode in X-Men.
Yeah, it involves Wolverine or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder if that was it. Because then you get one Fantastic Four, everyone got one but Cap.
Yeah.
I like to review those shows one day. We should do that.
Yeah.
Before X-Men 97 comes out.
Before it, yeah. The whole season in one.
Yeah.
Episode. That would be interesting to do. Yeah, that's that. We got a final piece of Marvel news here. Another special presentation is being filmed or going to be filmed. In June, actually, is when it will start. A special presentation starring Steven Yeun about Sentry is in development at Marvel Studios. It's set to film at the same time that Thunderbolts is filming, and it will release in 2024. So we don't know if it's going to be before, release at the same time, or release after Thunderbolts. But we know that it connects to Thunderbolts because Sentry.
Yeah. And that's cool. Cool. I mean, I want to see it. That's all I really got to say.
Yeah. Steven Yeun. Well, I'm interested to see what he does for.
I love it. I love him as Invincible. I mean, I'm sure he'll do great. So.
He was good as Glenn. He's so good that he made me stop watching the show when he died. Walking Dead.
Yeah. Hey, spoiler alert for
Well, it's been 10 years. Get over it.
Yeah, I know. I like Dave Chappelle's skit though. That was funny. Anyways.
I watched speaking of comedians, I watched Chris Rock's special on Netflix.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny. Hey, when you talk about Will Smith, that was the best part.
Yeah, I think that's why anybody really watched it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think really Chris. No, never mind. We're not even.
Yeah, it's just we have no time. We don't have time for this
episode.
Yeah. All right, DC. There we go. You guys may be wondering why haven't where's Shazam 2 review?
No.
No. Well, not no, but. Wait, this is a Morbius situation. Morbius came out. We did not review it immediately when it came out. We waited until it came on streaming. I don't know. I don't know if we'll wait until it comes on streaming, or maybe find other means to watch it. But eventually,
I'll say this: it will come sooner, probably more than Morbius.
Yeah,
but with different situations we are in now compared to when we first started the show. Like with me now having my own apartment, having to pay bills and all that, the American dollar has become more valuable.
It is. You'd rather spend your money on something that's enjoyable, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Three. Then Shazam 2.
Yeah, in fact, I did buy movie tickets this week to the Super Mario Brothers movie.
There you go.
Not Shazam. Not that I don't think the movie will be god awful or anything. I just
It will not be as good as the first one.
The
director himself has said that.
Yeah, I mean, the director don't even, dude. This is like he doesn't care. He's like, I got my paycheck. I'm good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, I guess
you get your money, man.
I guess I respect it.
Yeah. Apparently, Warner Brothers is really relying on Flash because they're having a lot of bombs.
Again, another little pisses me off moment. I'm mad. They're like giving James. It's like blaming James Gunn for it.
Yeah, people are blaming him for the post-credit scene. I'm not going to go into that because spoilers. The movie just came out, but I've read the leaks for it.
Yeah.
People are blaming him. They're like, "Oh, you spoilers. You cast your wife and everything," and he's like, "No, I don't. This movie was made before I came in.
Yeah, way before."
Yeah, I don't know. It's freaking annoying.
It's Snyder fan, man. I hope whatever that Snyder thing is.
We'll talk about that here at the end of the DC thing.
Dang it! Well, because who's we got? Man.
But yeah, that's the reason we're not doing Shazam anytime. No, I mean not anytime soon, but we're not doing it immediately.
I'll say that. I mean, I'd say it's going to be more sooner than Morbius. It will. I mean, I imagine just give it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or if not, maybe a week, and we'll just see how we're doing.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. We'll just see how we're doing.
Right. Next up here, Daniela Melchior played Ratcatcher 2 in The Suicide Squad, the best DCEU movie, has reportedly signed a new contract with DC Studios regarding both film and television appearances.
Oh, that's good.
We're getting Ratcatcher back.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Let me get a Ratcatcher and Bloodsport show, please. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm cool with it.
I think we're getting to the point. I think most all the Suicide Squad cast is staying.
Yeah,
and Peacemaker, because that's a given.
I mean, I guess all but all the ones that are
people are mad about it. They're like, oh, it needs to be a full reboot, and I'm like, yeah, I originally thought that too. I was like, full reboot. But I mean, if I think about it, I mean, since the Suicide Squad wasn't necessarily connected, besides, I mean, maybe it was connected to the original Suicide Squad, but like not really. And I'm like, if he wants that to call that like that takes place in his new universe, and like now he's making the continuation of all that separate from the whole DCEU thing. I mean, I say go for it. I mean, you'll get the best of both worlds. You get all the new stuff, like the good Superman stuff, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. And you also still get to keep the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker things.
Yeah. Now, well, here's the thing. If that's canon, that means at some point James Gunn's Superman has been put in the ICU.
Peacemaker.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, by ICU with the kryptonite bullet, yeah.
Yeah. But then, yeah, Peacemaker with like, what the heck? I mean, it's like, what?
I don't know. It'll get explained.
I mean, I'm still disappointed a bit because I wanted a full. I guess it. Not that it makes sense, but I mean, he could say. I mean, he could do that because there's something really majorly connected.
Yeah,
I'd say besides, like you get that
Justice
reference
League showing up at the end of Peacemaker.
Yeah, that, and you hear a reference with Joker in the Suicide Squad with Harley Quinn. They like my last relationship. I promise.
Well, yeah, but she never really like mentioned.
Well, she doesn't name drop him. No, yeah.
I mean, you could say that. Talk about somebody else.
Well, like what'd she say? I mean,
she talked about her ex-boyfriend didn't like the kind of music she listened to, and I'm like, that doesn't really sound like Joker. Be like, listen to that.
I ain't listening to that. It's Jared Leto. What do you think?
It's true. It's like, why aren't you playing 30 Seconds to Mars, whatever the name of that band is that he's in?
30 Seconds to Mars.
Is that what the name of the band? I know Jared Leto's.
I don't know Jared Leto's band.
It's a rock band. It's a rock band. Let me see. 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah, that's the name of the band. He's the lead vocalist.
Why are you not listening to 30 Seconds to Mars?
Yeah, Jared Leto sings every song.
We should do that. Comic book burrito music, and we just
listen to
You just listen to 30 Seconds to Mars.
Jesus.
I thought about that at one point. It's like we should listen to like the official tracks of like comic and just rate them, but I don't want to do that.
I'd be better at that than you, because I know more about music.
I know,
Notes.
I'll be like, yeah, I like it. Why do you like it? It's like, I don't know, sounds nice.
It's cool.
Well, what do you think about this chord here? How about it?
What's that?
What's a chord?
I have this is a segue. I have a complaint. There are too many set photos and videos for the Penguin show.
Yeah, I will say that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's enough to make a slideshow of this.
And it's like all the same thing, just him in a different outfit.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm like, please. I'm just like, stop. I get it. The show's filming. I'm excited. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, they got. I mean, they gotta get better security or something. I mean, I guess they ain't really doing nothing terrible.
Yeah, they're doing. That's true.
But like, I just think like, hey, you know. No, I mean, I guess we could choose not to see him, but you know.
I know one thing they won't get on camera is that apparently Robert Pattinson is going to be in the movie, and the rumor was that he would only be in it as Bruce Wayne because Batman. Apparently, the Batman rights were all messed up with TV and stuff. Yeah. James Gunn came out and debunked that. He said that is not true.
Yeah, I guess how's it messed up with TV? Is because he's about to be like public domain. You're saying?
That has something to do with Fox and Fox being bought by Disney. And because like Fox, you know, was what they aired Batman. They aired. Okay, so I'm confused. They aired Batman animated series on Fox at one point.
Yeah, Fox. Yeah, that's what it was.
That was probably that. And then Gotham was on Fox. But they weren't allowed to have Batman on Gotham or mention Batman or Joker.
Was Gotham really? Gotham was on Fox?
Yeah. What do you think it was on?
I thought it was.
Do you think it was a CW show?
No. I thought it was like something else. Like
no.
It was on Fox. Oh my god, I remember that now. Yeah.
And so I don't get why they couldn't do Batman on there. Besides the very last episode, they didn't even say Batman's name, but they have the rights. But I guess maybe Disney had bought them by then. But that means that technically, if Disney wanted to, they could put Batman in one of their shows.
Yeah,
but leaving it at that. But then James Gunn came out and said that that's not true. So. Yeah. The man spoke, and we could be getting Batman and the Penguin.
Yeah, but I won't be surprised if his whole scene got leaked. That's crazy how many photos there are, and dude, that makeup is incredible. I just want to give
it's really good. He looks like a very different
Penguin show, man. Lord,
he looks really good.
Yeah.
There's a few set photos that are really funny, just like the wait time they were taking.
Oh yeah,
let's look at it. My boy eyes right there.
Take it easy, sweetheart.
Take it easy.
I mean, like,
what are you showing me? Come on.
All right. I mean, dude, dude, that slush puppy war, man, that brought me back when I was a kid. Oh god, I love it.
But yeah, reset photos. Stop, please.
Yeah, please.
You're gonna ruin it. No, you're not. But
again, we could just choose not to see it. But the problem is that our line of work.
It's hard to do.
Our line of work, it's hard to not come across them.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, is there any Penguin news? Oh well. Dang it,
there's about 800 more set photos.
Whole episode got leaked. Well, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, Robert Pattinson's thing got leaked.
Oh. Okay.
Come on.
Harvey Dent shows up. Scene got leaked. Oh.
Yeah. Who's playing? Who's Mr. Krabs playing?
Don Maroney, right?
Yeah. The whole Two-Face transformation scene gets leaked. Oh, it's just constantly just big things. All in screenshot. All
screenshots are just set photos, no videos.
Yeah. Just... Oh god.
Man, I want Harvey Dent in that show.
That's like you can make a slideshow. That's how many pictures we've seen so far.
That's true. It's unreal.
I'd say there's more Penguin leaks than there are photos of me of my entire life.
I think there's more Penguin leaks than there were No Way Home leaks at this point.
I don't know, honestly. I know every picture. And that's saying something. That's pretty impressive.
All right. Speaking of the Batman-related things, the Batman Part 2 is set to begin production in November.
Of this year? Oh, that's awesome.
Like basically 2 whole years of working on the movie.
Yep. Well, Henry, I mean, I'll be there.
Yeah, we don't know anything about the movie, but we know casting is starting soon. I think we talked about it last episode. So we'll get information hopefully soon. Because I know we got information about Riddler and Penguin being in it pretty early. We just didn't know who was playing them.
Yeah, and we didn't really know who would be the main Penguin or Riddler. Or did they say that?
I don't think they said.
I remember we got a tease of it pretty quickly of the first one. And I'll be honest, I mean, Lord knows how fast we'll get a trailer. I mean, literally, I mean, they only got like 25% of the film done of the first one, and they had a trailer. So,
yeah.
Lord knows.
Yeah, no one knows. Yeah, also another thing for the Penguin, the show is going to be TVMA, in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, that's our news for that. We'll got more Penguin news there in a little bit. But here's this. There's a show, Batman Caped Crusader. Are you aware of this show?
Yeah.
We talked about that HBO Max was dropping it, and they were going to maybe sell it to another streaming service.
Yeah.
Well, it has been sold, and it has officially received a 2-season order at Amazon.
I mean, that's great, but I think that's a pretty. I don't know. I think that's one of the dumbest decisions that HBO did. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Well, I don't know why. I guess they did it because money reasons or something. But
I thought I would like
Amazon. I think Amazon could do it. I don't know what it's. I know J.J. Abrams has something to do with it. I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember, isn't this what he worked on? I wrote some episodes.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Mark Bernardin, I think, wrote some episodes of this, or did he? Was that the podcast? No, I think it was this. He wrote episodes of this. And there's just a bunch of different writers for which episodes. I don't know much about it other than that. I want to say some comic person was working on it too, but I don't really remember. Okay, this is the biggest thing I wanted to talk about. James Gunn will officially be directing Superman Legacy.
W.
I'm going to read his tweet, and I'm also going to read the first official synopsis for Superman Legacy.
Okay.
But first, let me read these tweets. All right. So James Gunn said, "Yes, I'm directing Superman Legacy to be released on July 11th, 2025. My brother Matt told me when he saw the release date, he started to cry. I asked him why. He said, dude, it's Dad's birthday. I hadn't realized. I lost my dad almost 3 years ago. He was my best friend. He didn't understand me as a kid, but he supported my love of comics and my love of film, and I wouldn't be making this movie now without him. It has been a long road to this point. I was offered Superman years ago. I initially said no because it didn't have a way in that felt unique and fun and emotional that gave Superman the dignity he deserved. Then a bit less than a year ago, I saw a way in many ways centering around Superman's heritage, how both his aristocratic Kryptonian parents and his Kansas farmer parents inform who he is and the choices he makes. So I chose finally to take on writing the script, but I was hesitant to direct, despite constant pestering by Peter Safran and others to commit. Sorry, Peter. Just because I write something doesn't mean I feel it in my bones, visually and emotionally enough to spend over 2 years directing it, especially not something of this magnitude. The long and the short of it is, I love the script and I'm incredibly excited as we begin this journey. Hashtag up and away.
Perfect hashtag, by the way. Sounds perfect, honestly. Already, it already feels like this is really the best Superman movie we've ever seen.
And we got also the synopsis real quick. I'll read that. The film tells the story of Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent of Smallville, Kansas. He's the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned.
Ooh.
We're finally getting the ray of sunshine Superman.
Yeah. Oh my God. I hate you, Zach.
This is all I've ever exactly. This is all I've ever wanted.
Oh,
like, I'm so happy. I'm like ecstatic. I will be there opening night. I will be there Thursday night for that movie.
I'm hoping it will kill the trend of evil Superman. I really hope. Now I think you can have. I mean, I'm okay
I would like
with
to,
that.
honestly, I would like to see James Gunn do an Injustice themed story arc.
Yeah.
I think that'd be actually really cool.
Well, it's just I've seen Evil Superman so many times.
Yeah.
I don't even want it to even.
It's I'm about as tired of evil Superman as I am as tired of them killing Batman and everything.
Yeah. I like honestly, like, here's the thing. And I don't think doing like an evil Superman like character is done like a terrible idea or boring if done right.
Bizarre.
Yeah, like Bizarro, Omni Man, Homelander.
Homelander.
Perfect
so
example. Perfect examples. But I just think, you know, the one that should always. I mean, look, the Injustice story. I mean, you like. I mean, Darren. I mean, safe to say you like Injustice. You. I mean, something you disagree with, but you like it all around, right?
Yeah, I think it's a cool
idea
concept. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree too. You know, what if Superman did go rogue? What would happen? But it just seems like they want to make that the permanent thing.
Yeah, and don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like that should just be the one story, and that's it. You know.
Yeah. So it looks like we're not going to be getting that with James Gunn. It'll be the actual hero, Happy Superman, and then we're going to see him interact with the kind of dark, broody Batman.
Oh yeah.
And
which I want. Dang, what's his face, man? Ever since you said that one guy, man,
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles, man.
Oh my God,
come on. Dude, there's push for like Sam Raimi to direct.
I saw that because the whole Ben Affleck thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I didn't put on here because I don't have time to talk about that. But
yeah. I nothing really.
People think that James Gunn lied about him talking with Ben Affleck, and then I'm like, I think it was more Ben Affleck. Either Ben Affleck's lying, or I think it might be that Ben Affleck didn't see himself wanting to direct any of the projects that James Gunn was using.
Well, I'm sure there may be in talks, but I think James Gunn just has the idea. I think him and James have just kind of two different ideas, and it just didn't work out. And that stuff happens all the time.
You know, the Snyder fans are eating it up. So
yeah, I know they're eating it up. You know, I mean, they don't really got much to work with. So I mean, it's not even that big of a deal because I'm telling you, this stuff happens all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. This one was just public. You know, Ben Affleck was like, yeah, I'm just not really interested in doing that. And it's like, okay. I mean, I'm willing to bet there was like tons and tons of stuff like that happening.
You know, also the way it was with the first Iron Man, Jon Favreau wasn't always on board for that. There were some other people they had talked to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that stuff happens. Again, this stuff happens. It's completely
Hollywood show business.
This was just public hearing. You know, and Affleck just said something about it. I think it was wrong to say anything about it. It's just he's just public talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are curious.
I'm just safe to say I've said this before. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. I am extremely excited for all this new DC stuff. I think that the first thing we're getting is Creature Commandos. It should be next year. And then after that, we're getting Waller, and then we're getting Superman in 2025. So next year will probably be Creature Commandos and Waller, which means they're probably filming that Waller soon too. So we're getting that in Superman 2025 and the Batman Part 2 in 2025. Jesus, we'll be eating for the next 2 years.
I mean, I hope superheroes. I don't know. I mean, every project I think it's just.
If superhero fatigue won't happen if they're good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if people can get their stuff straight by then, which I'm hopeful will.
Yeah,
hopefully MCU will. DC, I don't know what's going. Well, no, because I mean, we're going to get. Yeah,
we just got to get through this year with DC. I mean, Blue Beetle will probably be good. I hope.
I am interested in Flash now.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I don't. It's so.
I want to see that scene of him saving the babies in live action. Let's see that.
Yes, he saved some babies.
Yep.
I want to see the scene with I just see all Michael Keaton Supergirl stuff. That's gonna be awesome.
All right, a little bit of Penguin news. real quick. Actor Michael Zegan, I think is how you say his name, has been cast as Alberto Falcone in the Penguin series. So if you didn't know, Alberto Falcone is the holiday killer in The Long Halloween.
Yep.
And actor Theo Rossi, who played Luke Cage on Netflix, has also been cast on the show.
And we don't know who he's playing?
No.
Okay.
But apparently it's a key role.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll throw that in there. And next up is the part that I've been looking forward to talking about. I solely will be talking about it because you have not watched it. But this is the segment that might be recurring. It might not be. We'll see. I'm going to call this segment, I watched Gotham Knights, so you didn't have to.
Oh, yep. Good thing I was on this segment.
Yep. I watched CW's Gotham Knights, the first episode. I watched it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The first episode is called Pilot, which in most of the shows are. Okay, well, let me go through the plot of the episode. What happens in the episode? Opens with what did it open with? I forgot.
I watched Gotham Knights because I did not want. That's what I'm gonna call it.
It opened with I can't remember the exact thing, but you have it was a voiceover with kid's name. Bruce Wayne's adopted son. Not an original character. I'm not remembering his name. Why am I? Watch this. Turner Hayes. That was his name. I don't have to look it up.
We'll call him Dick. That's what we'll call
Grayson.
him.
Yeah. Turner Hayes, he's talking about how his kind of origin. He's talking about I was adopted by the wealthiest man in the one of the wealthiest men in the city. You see like a shot of Bruce Wayne kind of standing looking through his window in Wayne Tower. And there's all this stuff, and it talks about he talks for a minute, and then it goes over to these three other people who have broken into Wayne Tower, who have been tasked with stealing something from a safe in there. It's Joker's daughter is one of them. Duella Doe, I think her name is in this. Cullen Hayes. I don't know. I'm struggling here. Not Hayes. Hold on. I gotta look this up.
Oh my God.
I'm struggling. I'm telling you, this has to say something.
It's okay. I struggle too. Trust me. We all know you struggle.
Duella. It's not. Harper Row and Cullen Row. Okay. Yeah. So I read comics with Harper Row in it. I didn't know Cullen Row, but they're there, and they break into Bruce Wayne's office. Bruce Wayne's not there. And they open the safe, and all that's in there is a gun, a revolver. It's the revolver that Joe Chill used to kill Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yeah.
They're like, well, surely they didn't want us to steal a gun. And then an alarm goes off or something. And at this point, Turner Hayes, the son, is throwing a party at Wayne Manor because his dad's not there and all that. Alfred does not exist in this universe, apparently. Or either that or he's dead.
I'll give a dead name for you. Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah. And then turns out whoever hired the three at Wayne Tower were set up to make it look like they killed Bruce Wayne, because they look over and the window is destroyed. Someone fell out of it. It's Bruce Wayne. And the words, "Your bat is dead," is written on it. And he was killed by a gunshot wound. And so they hired them. They picked up the gun, so their fingerprints are on it, and they framed him.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent shows up. Best part of the whole show. He did a good job. I was happy that was at least good.
Yeah.
He shows up. He does his thing. He knows Bruce, so he recognizes him. The whole world finds out Bruce Wayne's Batman. All that stuff. Eventually, stuff happens. Those kids get arrested, or whatever. The son looks into when he finds out, he goes and looks into some bank stuff about his dad to see if there's something going on, or maybe something shady. And then apparently some fail-safe triggered, and they arrested the son because they thought maybe he was trying to steal his dad's money. And all this stuff, blah blah, going on. They get arrested. Turns out a bunch of the cops that arrested them are working for whoever hired those three. Turns out it's the Court of Owls. Shocker. And
Did they straight up say that, or is it still supposed to be like
no,
a
they
secret?
say it. They say it.
Okay.
Into the first episode. Because Bruce Wayne had a coin on him that had a picture of an owl. They had a line by Joker's daughter, which I kind of liked it. Where she was like, she grew up in Arkham, and she was like, they were like, well, how do you know about the Court of Owls or whatever? Like, how do you know this? Because she was like talking about who they are, and like she recited the poem or whatever. And she was like, well, while all of you were in bed listening to your bedtime stories, all I had to listen to were the wails and moans of the Arkham inmates. And I like to think that I couldn't imagine having to sleep in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. I laugh, but what doesn't she explain of how she's the Joker's daughter?
Yeah, and she says Joker banged some chick and then left. Banged some chick and had me, and then he left with Harley Quinn.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's awful, but like,
I guess Joker gets around. I never really thought about it.
I know. It's just something I never thought about. I know Bruce Tibbs thought about it. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it's just the thought never occurred to me. Because like, I always think it's like Joker's daughter. I'm like, oh, maybe he just took some type of baby in or something. Like, because I always assume like Joker wouldn't really be into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just so dang crazy that he don't care about anything. He don't care nothing about that.
Yeah.
You know. But
I don't know. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. They were getting ready to get killed by the police officers who were working for the Court of Owls, and what happens? Mary Kelly shows up. She made like a quick appearance at the beginning of the episode. Shows up. She is Robin in this universe.
Yeah, I don't get he's Robin, but it's not possible to have like two sidekicks at the same time. But like, how is not Dick Grayson Robin?
He's not Robin.
Yeah, I'm saying, how is he not though? But she is. And she's young. Is she younger than him?
They're in the same class in school, so I don't think so. I think they're the same age.
So odd.
So she shows up. She didn't bring the Batmobile. She said. So I thought the thing that she was driving in the trailer was the Batmobile, but it wasn't. But the Batmobile did show up at one scene. The Batcave, I retweeted it because I think this is a good part too. The Batcave looked really nice.
Yeah,
I was happy that they did that right, and they showed the Batmobile, and it looked like classic Batmobile.
Yeah.
And it ends. They go and they talk about the Court of Owls. Episode ends with one of the cops that were to kill the kids gets beheaded by a Talon. Literally, it shows the whole thing. A head falls on the floor. It's gory looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the episode ends. And that was the first episode of Gotham Knights. Like I said, Harvey Dent was the best part, hands down. I mean, I think that's one thing I would keep watching the show for, is to see him turn into Two-Face, because I'm interested to see how they handle that.
It'll happen at the very end of the show.
I think it happens early on, because this trailer for the next episode showed him like he punched a mirror, and it showed like the shattered like half of his face or whatever in the mirror.
Nice.
So I think it'll be happening soon. He's kind of like going crazy, I think.
So I guess the end of episode 2, he'll have it.
Probably not end of episode 2, but probably mid-season, I think. Or it could be end of the season. I don't know. I don't know how short this show is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I would rate this though, I'm just not interested in all the characters. I mean, the main character, Turner Hayes, he's an interesting character. I mean, he's not like he's an original character, so I can't really like. The actor is not like terrible to watch act. A couple other characters are. Joker's daughter doesn't really act like Joker's daughter to me. She's crazy, but she's not like that crazy. I don't know. I think the Talon outfit looked good. And the trailer I watched, it showed the Court of Owls characters and their masks or something that look like nothing I've ever seen for the Court of Owls. So I mean, I was happy. It looked better than the Gotham Court of Owls.
Yeah.
Who look more like masquerade people. And he's like, but so that mixed with Harvey Dent, I'll give the show at first episode a 4.
Okay. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
The show is not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not good at all.
It's not good.
No, it's just like meh. That's what it is.
It's mid.
At least it's the cinematography in it. At least is okay compared to like the Flash nowadays. But
do you think the show could get better from now on?
There's a chance. It just all depends on how they handle things.
No, I get you. No, how many? I mean, was it the episodes every Tuesday, Wednesday?
I think it's Wednesdays.
Okay, so we will see.
And you can watch it free on the CW app for anyone who doesn't want to watch it on TV. CW app is also free. I have it on my computer.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, I guess I'll get back to you next time. Jesus.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what else I got.
Gotta finish it.
Yeah. All right. And real quick, we got 6 minutes left in the meeting. What's going on with Snyder?
I don't want to talk about it.
What's happening? We'll touch on it. He's teasing something for April something. Or I don't know.
It was April 28th through the 30th.
What is going on?
So we still don't know if I'm correct. I don't know. Am I wrong on that?
Well, I don't think we know. I know that the Ray Porter is also teasing stuff. I think personally that they're making a comic book continuation.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And some people are thinking it's going to be some kind of like, I don't know. What the Snyder fans are hoping it's the announcement of continuation. But James Gunn's already said that.
That's not happening.
Yeah. That's the same. The Ayer cut has more chance of coming out than Snyder's.
Yeah. In fact, I think Zack Snyder is done with it too. But I mean, not
He's
in the
doing
fact
Netflix
that
stuff now too.
I mean, I'm sure he knows like if fans like it. Because I saw a thing, what it says, the 28th Man of Steel, 29th Batman vs Superman, and 30th Justice League. Like, that's what it says. Or it's like a cryptic picture. And it says like incoming message from Darkseid.
I bet he's going to be doing a some kind of like showing of his movies or something.
Yeah, some type of con or some type of event.
Oh gosh, Snyder Con. Oh God, I'm trying not to imagine.
God, like this man is not
Jesus.
He's not Jesus nor God. No,
I was just saying like Jesus as in like exclamation.
Well, he ain't Well, like, tell it to Snyder fans because they think he is. They think he's the freaking Messiah. I swear they do.
Jeez.
You bet, oh jeez, oh Jesus, he's not Jesus. Like, I don't know. I mean, I like Watchmen. I really do. It's like my favorite DC movie they have until James Gunn's Superman Legacy comes out.
That's true.
You gotta watch what you say.
Wait until you get James Gunn's Watchmen.
Wait. Yeah, I know. Once that happens, dude, I could finally say I don't like any Zack Snyder movie. I don't like none of them. 300, like you could like say, give me 300. I don't care for it. I don't think it's that good. I just don't think he's that good of a director. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the talk on that. We got one little other thing real quick before we move on to gaming. This is another category, but there was a loss. It does connect to the superhero world, so we'll talk about it. Lance Reddick passed away just the other day. I think it was yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Lance Reddick, he voiced a lot of people. He played in every John Wick movie and also The Wire. He was in the Resident Evil show that was on Netflix. That was terrible. But let's see. He's also playing Zeus in the new Percy Jackson show. Mm-hmm. He voiced somebody in the animated Castlevania show.
Yeah, I think. Oh God, I can't remember.
He voiced Falcon in Avengers: Earth the Mightiest Hero.
Mm-hmm. He was the guy in Horizon. I can't remember his name.
He played in the Jonah Hex movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Silence in Horizon. Yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention that DLC is coming out sometime soon, so we'll hear his voicing in there.
And he's voicing Hellboy in the new Hellboy Web of Weird game.
Yeah, that might be
his last project.
Yeah. Oh, is that confirmed to be his last project?
I think it is going to be.
Oh, yeah. Saw somebody mention that. I was wondering if that was confirmed or not.
Yeah, he passed away at the age of 60 from apparently natural causes, which is a little weird. Age of 60. Yeah.
Very, very young.
Yeah. Yeah, March 17th. Yeah,
but I mean, it's not even. I mean, it's not a question. I mean, my grandmother, she died at. I think she died at 58, 59. Yeah, somewhere around there, 60. Of natural causes. So I guess it ain't too out there, but it is very, very young, unfortunately.
Yeah, he leaves behind 3 children and his wife. Well, condolences to the family. He was a really good voice actor.
Yeah. Did he do anything DC? What? I thought he voiced.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I thought he voiced Okay, I thought I heard somebody say he voiced like some type of DC character. So okay, I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that. I guess we can get ready to move on to gaming. Gaming.
Yes. Let's start with a big one here. Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine may feature new dialogue technology. So this is pretty interesting to me.
What do you think? I have 2 ideas in mind about this. What do you think?
So we were talking about this before we started recording. I like your idea, and so I'm gonna steal it from you. And I'm gonna say it's my idea. I think it's gonna be a lot like Red Dead Redemption 2, where they comment on stuff you did and what you're wearing in the game. But like I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder.
I think another good. That's the one of mine I was gonna say. Another one I think might be maybe AI generated NPC voices. So each NPC sounds different.
Oh,
or like if they say different stuff instead of like repeated lines and things like that.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like it could be like a whole just new experience.
Yeah.
Of what?
That's another one I'm thinking, which is not out of the realm of possibility. I think more games should do that. Like GTA and stuff should do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a great idea. I mean, how far would it go? Because I can imagine them like they would have to like really control it a lot of what it could and just could not say.
Oh yeah, they'd have words. That's what you would do. You'd have words to like block out. Like they wouldn't say any words probably.
Well, yeah, yeah. I can't imagine saying they like crude or anything like that. But
they'd have a set category of words that they can't say.
Yeah, like I mean, I will walk up on a NPC and be all like, "Bean burritos are my favorite vehicle to drive." You know, it's like, well, what? What does that mean? You know, it's just stuff that just doesn't register right. But
I don't think it'll do that. I think the AIs or generators are smarter than that.
Yeah, well,
ChatGPT wouldn't say something like that.
Good point. That is true. But
I should get ChatGPT to write me an intro for an episode. Okay, that's right.
Right.
Anyway,
we're just going to rely on AI now to do it for us.
Yes.
That's why I'm wondering if.
But then again, though, like the first thing too with the Red Dead thing. I mean, I don't know how much you play Red Dead, but like, you were around NPCs a lot in the game. But
yeah.
One thing they really talked about before the game came out when they were showcasing everything was that you're walking around and maybe you fell in some mud, you got into a fight or whatever, you're bloody, or you got mud on your clothes, or maybe you haven't taken a bath in the game in a while, so your character's dirty.
Yeah.
You walk past somebody and they'll like comment, be like, "Oh, you stink," or something like that, or like say something like, "Would you sleep in the mud?" Or I don't know, just say stuff like that. And if your hair is long, they'll comment on that. They'll just comment on like everything, stuff you wear.
Yeah, I mean,
they're really judgmental people, like.
Yeah, it's the Wild West, man. Some hard times. Making fun of Arthur's disease, probably.
Horrible.
So you're sick.
Too soon.
Sucker.
Too soon.
Hey, I'm okay. I didn't even play the game. So I didn't beat. I'm okay. It would be kind of cool though if it kind of like recorded what you did, like during like a boss. Let's say like there was like a boss battle with like Rhino or whatever, and you're fighting him or whatever, and you like really suck at the whole fight. And then like you're walking down the street and you hear someone comment, it's like, "Yeah, I saw Spider-Man fight Rhino. He looked like he didn't know what he was doing," or so. Like I think that would be like really cool. It's like, holy crap! It like knows I sucked during this boss battle. And that'd be cool if like, yeah, you're swinging really fast, or if you like mess up, like it clearly shows you like messed up during like a trick or like Miles like. You know how in the game like Miles Morales you do like tricks, and if you like don't land it, you like fall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and, like it'd be cool if like you fall next to people. They're all like, whoa, that looked like that hurt, or or just like man, I don't know what he was doing there. Like I just
want like a reference in one of the games. If that's something like that happens, I want a reference to the Arkham games. In that, like I don't know, they would never do it if you fell. Like I just want out of nowhere, you hear one of the NPCs in the crowd goes to freaking bat. It's just, I'm very much sure. I also, while you were talking, got ChatGPT to write me an intro for the podcast, and now I have one.
Okay. Well, here, tell me what it is.
Welcome to the Comic Book Burrito Podcast, your one-stop shop for all the latest updates and insights on your favorite heroes from the big screen. Whether you're a diehard fan of Marvel or DC, or just love the excitement and adventure of superhero movies, our podcast is here to keep you informed and entertained. With so many films and production and new announcements coming out all the time, it can be hard to keep up with everything that's happening in the world of heroes. That's where we come in. Our team of experts and enthusiasts are dedicated to bringing you the most up-to-date news and analysis on everything from casting and plot leaks to behind-the-scenes insights and fan theories. So if you're looking for the inside scoop on the next big superhero blockbuster or just want to geek out with some fellow fans, join us for the Comic Book Burrito. Let's get started.
Hey, we should have.
That's pretty good.
Dang, okay.
Anyway, continue on.
Never mind. I underestimated AI. Holy crap. Well, but I don't know. I'm excited to see where this goes. And apparently they're supposed to show it, and like we're supposed to see it in action here soon.
Yeah, at the showcase.
So I guess during gameplay we'll see like a whole like open swinging section.
I think they'll probably have a showcase of the game kind of thing in that would be like, oh, you're welcome to Spider-Man 2. Blah, blah, and they'll show off gameplay and they'll describe stuff and like new things and all that.
Yeah. Cities completely with our ground up AI generated NPCs with very custom dialogue or something.
Yeah, so they can say the most horrible racist thing.
Wouldn't that be so? Why is there a black Spider-Man running around? Like, dude, if they said that, I'm like, oh my god. I guess it's realistic, but that's awful.
Props to realism, but Jesus Christ.
Let's back it up real quick. Dude, that would be awful. Yeah. Oh, dude, no. But I'm excited because I think it'd be pretty funny. Like as I mentioned before, like you did like really horrible during a boss fight. And they make a comment on it. Like I think Spider-Man's becoming washed up or something. Like, I think that'd be really, really funny.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll never happen to me because I'm the best. But anyways, you want to lead off with this next big piece of news or me? Because I'm kind of very anticipating. I'm very excited to talk about this one.
Okay. Yeah. While I was gone, I got the message in Honduras. Oh, no, I didn't, actually. I got the message on the boat, but I wasn't able to respond, and I couldn't click on it and look at it. You messaged me and said Suicide Squad got delayed again, or they delayed Suicide Squad again. And I was like, oh. And I forgot about it because I was listening to music all day and having fun at concerts. But, as soon as I got off, I immediately looked at what was going on with the game. Let me pull up the game real quick. Kill the Justice League delay. So okay, I just want to make sure I'm right about this. Yeah, more information. Here we go. It was reported that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had been delayed from May 26th, I think is what was supposed to come out. Yeah. Posting on Twitter, reporter Jason Schreier provided some insight on his previous report about the game's supposed delay. He said Rocksteady hasn't come forward to officially announce the delay, possibly because no new date has been chosen yet. The staff were informed weeks ago that it was shifting to later in 2023, but it remains possible that the game could move to 2024. Amid all the unknowns, Schreier said that there's one thing that appears to be clear, and that's how the core game isn't changing. It seemingly pertains to how Killer Justice League is an online live service game that requires a constant internet connection, even for its single-player mode. That's what these people think.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the core game. I think the core game is like the whole like shooter, third-person shooter thing. That's still going to be a thing, but
yeah.
I thought that. But I mean, core game could be like live service, but I mean, they got to change the online thing. I know they probably will. Everyone hated that.
They still have not. I'm looking at it right now, just checking.
They haven't changed the date.
They have not. As far as I see it, I don't think they've changed the date yet, but it's everyone's talking about it, so I guess it's happening at some point. If it does, I'm surprised. Because you still cannot pre-order this game, or the website's really weird because there's no like pre-order like thing on here of like, you know what I'm saying, it's showing like where you can go to pre-order any editions they have or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very odd.
Yeah, it is weird.
I noticed, I feel like they've been planning on delaying it for a while because ever since that State of Play came out and they didn't have like no additions shown off or any pre-order bonuses, and the game was coming out in May, I was like, okay, something's up. I had that feeling, and then bam, here we go. So, and now it's rumored that it's going to be in 2024, if I'm correct.
Yeah, into 2023, possibly later 2023, or possibly 2024.
I think they should just do 2024 because they're going to be so close to Spider-Man. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, yeah. So if it's that long, they're changing. I don't think any like core gameplay thing. Well, I don't know. I guess if that's that long, I mean, they could probably add like a new feature and tweak the characters a bit, make it feel more unique. Because I said this before. Say what you want about Avengers. At least every character felt unique in a way, you know. Not like level design wise, because all of them had like a ranged attack, some sort of thing, just so you get the levels. But like Suicide Squad looked like everyone played exactly the same, but one of them had a jetpack. It's just the mobility was different, and that was it. You know, and I don't know. Hopefully, I feel like it's a good thing. But I feel like it ain't really gonna change how I felt about the game before. Like I feel like I'm gonna see like the new thing, and I'm still not gonna be really excited about it. Because the more I saw the game, I was just like, just the less and less excited I was about that. I'd say it bumped up when I saw Kevin Conroy was gonna be in the game, and then I saw the gameplay, and I was like, no, I was very disappointed of how I was looking. But, if this gives them a chance to fix it up and all that, go for it. Yeah. I hate they had a big State of Play, 50 minutes showing off this game, and it just felt like it was just a waste and just butchered. Shit.
Yeah.
But, what are your thoughts?
I think I partially agree. I was less harsh on game during the gameplay. I did think the gameplay was not at all what anyone was expecting. And there were elements that I was happy about, but there's some parts that I was like, I was fine with. I think that, though, I do know that this is not the game that it could be. And so I hope that with this delay, they'll keep the core game. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I've mentioned before, not every superhero game needs to be like Spider-Man or Batman games.
Yeah.
Like they're doing something different with Wolverine. It's supposedly not an open world game. It's more of a kind of akin to God of War in the way that the worlds in that are. But so I think they should keep that. I just think they need to change a decent amount of stuff. Maybe some character designs. just polish those a little bit. Gameplay wise, yeah, with the shooting and stuff, make the weapons more unique. That's all they really need to do to change the main characters. I think. And then, I mean, yeah, just like maybe a little less. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to like. I don't know much else about like what was going on in the game other than what we saw in that one mission. But I was gonna say like a little less like shooting targets and all that sort of stuff. But then again, like I don't know if it was just that one mission or like what.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out whenever. We'll find out at some point.
We'll find out in 2024 or really late this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I got to say.
Yep, that's all I got to say too.
Yep. I guess we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. First off, though, I don't think we're going to be doing an episode next week. So that means the week after I might have a big episode again.
Yeah. Oh, how great.
Yeah. But maybe we'll have an AI generated intro for next episode. And anything else I can remind him of? Playing the Quarry stream. So I'll be doing another one tomorrow. I just had one today, or yes, when we were recording this, it was actually yesterday. But anyway, I will be doing another one of that. It's a really fun game. I recommend you guys come and watch. I just also finished Batman Arkham City on streams. You guys can check that out as well. Do you have anything you need to?
I mean, no, you know, not really. I'm still working on the gaming thing. I just need to get. I'm trying to get a capture card and a good camera. Money's tight nowadays, so it's just
I forgot one thing I have to plug. I'll let you continue. I just remembered.
Yeah. I mean, still working on that, so it's coming. I just haven't mentioned it because I don't want to I don't want people to think we, or it's canceled or anything. It's still coming. It's just, I just gotta get some stuff finished off. I'm kind of regretting announcing it early, but it's happening, and
yeah.
But what do you got plug?
While we're recording this, it's actually the 19th, and so I'll say this today. I will be recording, and Friday I'll be releasing the 3rd episode of the Galactic Burrito.
Awesome, that's fantastic.
Finally doing it. I get to talk about The Mandalorian season 3 so far, and after this I'll do Andor. I've been behind.
You'll talk about a bit of that new Jedi Survivor trailer as well?
Yes, I will be doing that. Awesome. But mainly, we're talking about Mando.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that was my impression of that guy from Mandalorian.
I haven't seen the new
Mando.
It's good.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't liking it. I mean, it's better than most Star Wars. I'm watching it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda's trying to say his first words. Happening. He's trying to. Because there's a scene. I'm gonna real quick. I was gonna say this. There's a scene. Mandalorian said something. He's talking with another Mandalorian, and he says, "This is the way," and they respond, "This is the way." And then you, Baby Yoda, start making noises. Sounds like he's trying to say, "This is the way" back. And then they both look at him, and they look at each other, and then the ship gets shot, and it's switches over to a fight. And I'm like, dude's gonna say his first words before the end of the season.
Yeah, he will. It'll be like the final episode. Yeah.
And and Pedro Pascal said he wants him to say, "I love you, Dad," in Spanish. That's his first words. I'm like, yes, I'm sure Baby Yoda will speak Spanish.
Yeah, he will just learn. He will just know Spanish. Sure.
Yep. Okay, but I don't know. That was that. Anyway, we need to get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or on Instagram as well at the Comic Burrito _official. On Facebook, the Comic Burrito _official page. Or on Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B in Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all 3 platforms. Happy to talk about especially video games right now. I'm getting back into superhero video games recently and collecting them again. So, happy to ask questions for viewers who are more informed than I am. But yeah,
All right, now we're getting out of here. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!